Hiya.
Hello.
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of June, 2018. And this is episode 297.
Wow.
I was looking at my calendar before we started recording, and the last week of June is going to be our 300th episode.
Exciting.
We'll have to come up with something fun for that episode. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, we had somebody introduce themselves in the Ravelry group this week, so why don't you give them a shout out?
Jeannie, who is a robot knitter from California.
Welcome. Thanks for introducing yourself. So, Dammy, if somebody is not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
You should join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because you'll get a shout out on our next episode and be able to participate in all our owls and giveaways.
And we're announcing some owl winners today. Exciting stuff. And I have another epic load of FO. Well, not as many FOs as last week, but quite a few more. So, with that, we probably should get started. Here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what is on our needles.
What is on your needles, Dammy?
I don't have it right here with me, but I'm working on the foot of the second sock of my Rusty Gate socks.
Yay!
Which is the French Vanilla Cappuccino Socks pattern by someone. It's on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters, and the yarn is Sarah's Texture Crafts Donegal Floor Ply in the Rusty Gate colorway.
Okay, and are you working on something else?
Yes, I just tore this out and recast it.
You mean you frogged it?
Yes.
Ribbit, ribbit.
Yes, this is a gift for my boss, Heidi. It is the, what is the name of the pattern? Rosy Headband by Jane Richmond. It's on US 4s, which are 3.5 millimeters. And the yarn is Penguin Soup Yarns Emperor, which is her sock lind in the Baker colorway.
Oh,
as in Tom Baker. Or, this actually looks more like Colin Baker. He had the coat of many colors.
Oh,
but,
man.
I don't know.
Because those aren't the colors in the scarf.
Well, I mean, they kind of are, just slightly different shades.
Maybe it's meant to be both of them.
Well, I like it, and she'll like these colors, and I have no idea what Pink is doing. She's licking herself while lying on her back.
We have such a silly cat.
So, yeah, her birthday is Sunday, so I'm going to give it to her Saturday. It's an easy pattern, so I'll have it finished by then.
And she loves to wear headbands. So.
She has red hair, and she wears them in 2 braids all the time. And so she likes to put headbands around the top.
Including funny ones, like with stuff sticking up in the air.
But yeah, we have butterfly ear headbands at work. And she wears them a lot.
Cool. Cool. She needs some of those, like, sparkly ones for like, fireworks.
Oh. We had one with pom-poms, but it broke.
Oh.
Because kids kept taking the pom-poms off.
Oh, no.
So we put the pom-poms on ballpoint pens.
You know what would be really cool is to take, like, a headband, kind of like what you're wearing right now, and sew yarn pom-poms on it. That would be so cute.
Yeah. She's sneezing.
If you're new to the podcast, Pink Pearl is our cat, and she's crazy. And, yeah, she's sneezing right now.
Are you okay? Okay. She's fine.
Oh, good.
Okay. So that's all I'm working on. So what are you working on?
Well, first up is my 10-stitch zigzag blanket. My zigzag, I have been saying this since 2015, and I am now forgetting how to talk about it. This is my zigzag blanket. It is the 10-stitch zigzag pattern by Frankie Brown. I'm on US 4s, 3.5 mil needles, and the yarn I'm currently using is Round Table Yarns Merlin Base in the Archimedes colorway, which was the yarn I used for the chai latte socks that I designed in our Coffee with Cece and Dammy 2 book. And I finished the Unknown Pink with Gold Stellina yarn stripe. So I think I'm like around like 58% done now with the blanket. Making progress. And that's what's important. And then next up is another beloved baby bonnet. This one is for our friends Daniel and Rebecca and their wee little lass, who is coming later this summer. And this is the Beloved pattern by Tin Can Knits. It's on US 6's 4mm needles, and I'm using Bernay Softy Baby in the Princess Pebbles colorway. So again, this is one of these that you start at the I-cord and you do the I-cord, and then I'm doing the increase short row section right now, and I have a little bit more to go, and then I'll start on the decreases, and so it'll go back down the other way, and then you do the I-cord all the way back down. So that I'm working on that. I had to like make myself like this epic list of baby stuff. Well, the bottom part here is not baby, it's just that's other stuff that I'm knitting, but because I was getting myself confused as to what I was doing and what yarn I was supposed to be using and all of that stuff. And then the final thing on my needles is socks for my friend Mel. This is the second pair that I'm knitting for her. She's the one who took the photos for our Tickled Pink book, and so this is how I'm paying her. This is from my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern on US 1.5 2.5mm needles, and the yarn is Patton's North American Croy Socks in the Cascade Colors colorway. And I am about 1/4 of an inch from being ready to put the heel in. And every time I have this on the show, somebody asks about it. So this is from
Soxies.
It's a Soxies by Burning Impressions, and I got the one that has the inches on one side and the centimeters on the other side. And it's also got like baby shoe sizes, little ones shoe sizes, big kids, hers and his, on both sides in the appropriate thing. And yeah, so you just stick it in the foot, and I know like I need to do, for Mel, I need to do 6.5 inches before I start the heel. So you just stick it in and do it, and see how you're able to see when you get there. And this beautiful stitch marker right here is from my friend Ann Tudor. This is a glass stitch marker. It's a pink feather with a gray stripe across it, and these were the exclusive ones that she made for the Tickled Pink pre-orders. And it's beautiful, and I love using it. So that's what I'm working on, which means I have several FOs sitting over here to show you. So let's move on so I can show you that.
And now we're going to talk about her finished project.
So I have 4 this week. So first up is a pair of baby chino socks.
Aww.
In the baby size. This is for baby Toby, and this is a pattern called Baby Chino Socks by Dammy, and it comes not only in this baby size all the way up through adult. So it's freaking awesome. And they are knit with DK weight yarn, so they knit up way faster. I did this on US 3's 3.25mm needles, and I used Bernay Softy Baby in the Prince Pebbles colorway. So there's just these cute little tiny socks with just some texture on them. So there's those. And then I finished my bestie's little one Noah's 7th birthday socks. He can't be turning 7. I'm just like, no. So I did this with my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. I just didn't put a heel in. I just did them as tube socks. So he'll be able to wear them for longer. This is on US 1.5 2.5mm needles, and it's Patton's Croy in the blue stripe rag colorway. Okay, I am not bothered when the striping doesn't match up, but you know that what
I think it's cute.
You know what irks me? What? When I'm binding off and I just barely have just a little bit of a new color. I'm like, seriously.
It gives it character.
It does, but it's funny because like this one has this tiny little bit, and this one has quite a lot of orange. But anyway, so those are finished for Noah. And then I finished this week's preemie hat. This is number 22 for the year. And this is from my free top-down preemie hat pattern that you can get on Ravelry. And it's got like 7 sizes because preemies come in all different sizes. I did this on US 6 4mm needles, and I used Pandia Jewels Hand-Dyed Snug in the Obscure colorway, and Seven Sisters Arts Matrika in the Pink Pearl colorway. Not Pink Pearl the kitty, Pink Pearl the color from our book. And these are both fingering weight, so I just held them doubled. Yeah. And we didn't name Pink Pearl the cat after Pink Pearl the yarn.
Nor was the yarn named after Pink Pearl the cat.
No, it wasn't.
Happened.
And Pink Pearl the cat is P-U-R-L for knitting, and this is Pink Pearl, like the thing you wear the pearls.
Pearls.
But it's still funny. And then the last thing I finished is a baby sophisticate for Daniel and Rebecca's little girl. This is the baby sophisticate pattern by Lyndon Downs. I did it on US 8's 5mm needles, and it's Renee Softy Baby in the Princess Pebbles colorway. And I think this is like the 6 to 12 month size. I had to go get different buttons. I really wanted gray buttons, and I could not find good gray buttons. It was crazy.
I was looking too.
Yeah.
And
So
I am the button master. And
I went with white buttons. So there's that finished. So let me tell you. So I'm participating in Stash Dash, which is a long hosted by the Knit Girls podcast every summer. And you're challenging yourself to meet a certain goal of meterage. But the nice fun thing is if you finish a project, you count not just what you knit during the knit along, but also the entire project's yardage, meterage, because it's in meters. So I am now currently sitting at 1,566.9 meters.
Wow.
My tentative goal is 7,000. So that means I need 5,433 more. I feel like I'm going to need to like cast on, I don't know, a sweater or something to reach it.
A sweater?
Not a sweater, a top. Remember I bought the yarn for on the yarn crawl?
I have yarn for a sweater too, and I haven't.
And then I also have yarn for another sweater. The one that I got last year, that it was like the clearance, like a very high. I got like a sweater quantity of yarn for like $40. Hand-dyed yarn, because she was like clearancing it out, that color. But I also have a new design that I'm going to be working on that's in fingering weight, and it's going to be a wrap, and so that will be quite a lot of yardage. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not in it for like prizes or whatever or anything.
You just want to challenge yourself.
I just want to challenge myself. So, and there's levels starting all the way at 1,000 meters.
Oh, hi.
Hey, baby. Oh. So Pink has this thing about sitting on my stuff.
She has this thing about sitting on my sheet music.
So you may have seen on Instagram the other day, she decided that my Winnie the Pooh project bag belonged to her and laid on it and stuck her paw through the drawstring strap and was like, sorry, Mama, this is mine now.
She's fancy. She's got a handbag.
Yeah.
A paw bag.
And then she I had, because I'm like I'm getting close to the end of this skein of yarn. I know I won't have enough, so I'd gotten another one, so I have like the full skein of yarn in here. And she arranged it in such a way that the big tall cake of yarn, she had her chin on it and was lounging. This is a bag by Stitching Plaza. Jordan, she made this cute Winnie the Pooh bag for me, and it's got pink heffalumps inside, and I love this bag so hard. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, so I'm challenging myself. 5,433 meters, and you have all the way into August. So, I don't know. I still have 12 zillion baby knits to do.
I have a couple of baby knits to do, too. That's going on the needles after I finish Heidi's headband.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, who knows? Who knows? And then, so, what I was saying, I think, when I got distracted by Pink was, they have levels starting at, 1,000 all the way up to, 15,000. But I think you would need to be, spinning yarn to do that, or have some kind of...
Or have all the free time in the world.
Or have some kind of epic project like my zigzag blanket.
You're gonna win Stash Dash in 2020.
No, it's going to be 2020.
2021.
No, I think I'm going to be done with it next year. Yeah, 2019.
You think so?
I think so. Because I'm now... I think I have somewhere around, 28 stripes or something to go. So if I keep going with because I do one zigzag a day, unless it is a day that I'm ending a stripe, because if I end a stripe of 20 zigzags, I go ahead and start the next stripe that same day. So it takes 19 days to complete a stripe. So if I keep going, and Dammy, you helped me the other day. I have like this big Winnie the Pooh. I feel like I've talked about this before, but you know what? I'm telling you again because it's just interesting. I have this big Winnie the Pooh project bag that Sam of Knit Run Dig project bags made for me. It's a big like sweater size, and I have all these like they're not mini skeins because they're more like around 35 to 40 grams. So some of it's left over from socks, some of it's been gifts, whatever.
This is your projected end date.
November 20. That's B-Ma's birthday and G-Pon B-Ma's anniversary.
Wow.
But
I didn't factor in the you doing two when you finish, but
yeah, but also if I'm like getting close, I could just like power through it and finish it for Stash next summer.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I have this bag and I have almost enough things of yarn to finish it, but Dammy helped me. Like I laid out all of the yarn that I have and kind of made a plan for it, and then I used my phone and I took a panoramic photo of it so that I would know what yarn comes next, because I have so much pink yarn that I want to intersperse it some. So yeah, there you go. That's everything. But yeah, because I'm already at, let's see, I am already at, is it going to say though, because I have that other skein in there that doesn't have yardage in it, it might not tell me. No. Okay, hold on. Hold that thought for 2 seconds. Edit. Come on. You can do it.
You only had 4 finished projects, and now we're almost at 10 minutes.
I know, because I'm going to take this one out because it doesn't have a total, and so that's why it's not giving me a total yardage right yet. So save. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Waiting for Ravelry. How about the Ravelry? So I'm currently sitting at 6,845 yards. So I'm going to venture to guess it's probably going to be around 11,000 yards when it's done. How many meters is 11,000 yards?
10,058.4 meters.
And then I could do another 5,000. That would work. All right. I had 4 projects and now we're here. Okay. I think we're done talking about all this. So let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Yummies. What are yummies, Dammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things. Things we like. Things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So I got something in the mail this week that I'm super excited about. So we don't talk about it a lot, but sometimes we do. So we are Anglican. That's the denomination of church that we're a part of. And I've always been fascinated with rosaries that people of the Catholic faith use. Although there are people of different faiths that use them. But I was just like randomly talking to the hubs the other day and also doing some searching, and I found that there is Anglican prayer beads, which is similar to a Catholic rosary, but a little bit different. So I ordered this really pretty one. So this there's a cross on the end. This is actually like tied, so it's just like a thick cord that has been tied, and it's got it's a lot brighter. That's more of the color, but it's got the different beads with the 7 in between, and yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I've been using it almost every night to pray before bed. And I got this from the shop Bold Bouffants on Etsy. I will put a link in the show notes. But it's really pretty, and I'm just really enjoying just a new way of praying. So, yeah, so I just wanted to share that with y'all. Dammy, you got some stuff in the post this week that you had ordered. Why don't you show us?
You too. So this shop on Etsy, Carrot Top Paper Shop was having a Memorial Day sale, so I got some stuff. But I can't show you all of it.
She won't show me either.
Yeah. So these are some bookmarks I got. It's got Lucy Pevensey from Narnia, Jane Eyre from Jane Eyre, and Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, and they're really cute, and I'm going to hang them up. And I also got some prints. This one is a quote from Anne of Green Gables. Isn't it nice to think tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet?
Beautiful.
And this
I love that quote.
one I got for free. It's a quote from Little Women. Be comforted, dear soul, there is always light behind the clouds. But then I got a couple other things that I can't show you.
And I was, so it's Carrot Top Paper Shop on Etsy. I was looking at the shop because I had asked Dammy for the name of it so I could put the link in our show notes to share with y'all. And she has these adorable, they're digital download adult coloring pages that have different themes. She is quite into Anne of Green Gables, which, oh my gosh, that just made me happy. But she's got those. She's got some, she had like, I think it was an Emma one. I think there were some Little Women ones. There was a Chronicles of Narnia one. So there's lots of fun things. So she's got some cool things in her shop. And she has a thing where if you subscribe to her newsletter, which is called, is it called Kindred Spirits? You can get a free print with a minimum order. Can you only do that once, or can you do it repeatedly? Once. Okay. I wasn't sure. I was just asking. So, yeah, so those are really, really pretty. And then, Dammy, you have something to share with us that you were giddy about yesterday.
Yeah, because I've been waiting for it since March.
So tell us.
I got a Seattle Pacific University hoodie, and it was free, and it's cozy.
And so this is why you're burning up and asking Daddy to...
I'm not burning up!
Asking Daddy to increase the fan speed and opening the door because it's summer and you're wearing a hoodie.
It's not that hot outside.
It's not that hot outside. I'm just harassing you. It's going to be like you need to go to somewhere with air conditioning so that you can continue to wear it every day. I'm just kidding. It's cute.
It's cozy.
Fun. Okay, do we have anything else in Yummies?
Nope.
Oh, we should have shown what we got at Joann's the other day.
We'll do it next week.
Yeah. We got a couple of really cute embroidery cross-stitch kits to do. They were on major sale, so. Okay, well then let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month, so you take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and you can post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram. And
our June theme is to go along with our summer along. It is summertime and the living is easy. So we took like words out of the song for the prompts for the day, plus then mixed out in a few other things because, you know, there's some words that would be very difficult to interpret. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. And those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. So it's never too late to join in. You take a look at the prompt for the day. For example, today, the 6th of June, when we're recording this, the prompt is 6. I mean, that was a hard one. And June's the 6th month, too.
That's why it is.
No, today is the 6th.
Oh, that's why we have 6.
Oh,
Because in July we have 7 on 7. August we have 8 on 8.
Yeah, but it's fun because it's also today is June the 6th, so it's 6 and 6 on the 6th.
Yes, we have that for every month. 7 and 7 on the 7th.
I understand, but it's just fun.
Okay.
Okay, so you interpret that however you want. You can take a picture of you have 6 stitches left to bind off. You've knit 6 inches on your sock. You're having 6 pieces of chocolate. Whatever. You interpret it however you wish.
6 pieces of chocolate.
Oh, that would be really yummy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You post it on Instagram. Make sure in your caption you use hashtag #GGKCraftyPad because that's how we find your photos. And yours might get chosen. If you have a private account on Instagram and you are participating in GGK Crafty Pad, you need to make sure that Dammy's Doodles on Instagram is following you because she's in charge of finding photos.
But only if you have a private account. If someone has to request to follow. If you have a public account, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just because of privacy is why. And then, Dammy, I have an upcoming event I'm going to be attending.
Wow.
I'm super excited. So my friend Mel and I are going to be taking an English paper piecing 101 class in October. The day before Dammy's birthday. So your birthday is on a Saturday, so are you going to come home and we can celebrate?
I don't know yet.
We'll see. Or we could come to you.
I don't know yet.
We'll figure it out. So we're taking it at a local fabric store here in Bremerton, and we're really excited about it, even though it is July, August, September, October, 4 months away. So, but it's going to be fun. So, alrighty, well, I think that's everything for Yummies, so let's move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
What are you reading, Dammy?
I am almost done rereading The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. I think I just got a couple chapters left, and then the epilogue. I think that's
Okay, because you need to have it finished by Friday because...
Friday, because we're going to see The Hunchback of Notre Dame at the Fifth Avenue Theater. Opening night, and it's gonna be such a late night, and I'm so excited.
We're gonna have to take lots of pictures with us.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have like a fun sign outside? Probably.
I have no idea. They've got the marquee.
Yeah. Maybe we can get somebody to take our picture, like, and get the marquee in it, because that'd be cool.
Yeah. Today, some of my plans are to knit on Heidi's headbands and make art for 3 of the main people.
What kind of art are you making?
Just like a sketch of them in their costumes and hopefully colored well.
And then you want to go to the stage door.
Yes, hopefully if they do stage door, since our ferry back is going to be pretty late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have some coffee before the show, we think.
Yes, we definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because we're taking the
fast ferry over, which is only half an hour, but then we can't get the fast ferry back because it doesn't run that late.
But it's all timing wise, it was a better option to take like the 5:45 ferry.
Mm-hmm. So we can get a little bit of dinner and walk around and explore a bit and be able to get to the theater early. And I also wanted to walk down to the Paramount to see about maybe getting Les Mis tickets.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Are you reading anything else?
I'm reading The Glass Scientist, which is a webcomic by Sabrina Katungo, and I want it to update more than once a week.
You say that every week.
Yeah, because I just binge read it all in like less than a week, and now it's just 1 page a week. It's beautiful. It's beautiful art, but I wish it was more.
And are you getting your 15 minutes a day in?
You know it.
What am I referring to?
You're referring to our April, May, June round.
So this is a read-along challenge to read 15 minutes a day. There's a finish line post in the Ravelry group where you can post the minimum information is that you've read 15 minutes a day. You can be more specific than that and tell us exactly how much you read. You can tell us what you're reading.
0.45 seconds.
There you go. What you're reading, whatever. But yeah. And then at the end of, on the 1st of July, I will lock that thread. So you need to make sure you get your stuff updated by the last day of June. And if you have read at least 88 of the 91 days, you will be entered into one or more giveaways for one of our ebooks. You'll get a 20% off a single pattern coupon code for our shop, and you'll get a virtual badge. If you finish 61 of the 91 days, you will be entered into one or more giveaways for one of our single patterns, and everybody will get a virtual badge for completing that many days. So, yeah. Okay, so let me tell you then, I'm doing a short row heel while I'm talking to y'all, because multitasking for the win. Okay, what I am reading. I finished reading Sacred Mundane, How to Find Freedom, Purpose, and Joy by Carrie Patterson, and it was a really interesting book, and it has a really good study guide in the back if you want to do it with a group. Mm-hmm. So, I was very impressed by how well the study guide was put together. So that's awesome. And then I'm also reading Barbara and Susan's Guide to the Empty Nest.
I'm sorry.
Discovering New Purpose, Passion, and Your Next Great Adventure by Barbara Rainey and Susan Yates. And then I'm also reading a book called How to Make Disease Disappear by, I'm probably going to butcher this name, Rangan Chatterjee would be my guess. He's a doctor in the UK. If you get this book in the UK, it's called something like The Four Pillars or the Four Pillar Plan or something. But it's the same book as How to Make Disease Disappear.
I like Four Pillars better than
I do too.
How to Make Disease Disappear.
In fact, my friend and mentor, Tara Swiger, did a podcast episode on the Essential Enthusiasm podcast with our friend Jolie of Jolie Creates, where they talk about this book. And Tara said the same thing. She prefers the Four Pillar Plan title. So I'm about a quarter of the way into it, and I'm enjoying it. The concept is there are 4 pillars. I can't remember what they all are. Relax, eat.
Time.
No.
Drag. Thrust.
No.
Weight.
No.
Lift.
No.
Engine.
No. Relax is one, I think, and eat is one, and I can't remember because I haven't gotten to those other ones yet. And then there's 5 things under each of the 4 pillars. So, I know one of the pillars under one of them, or one of the things under one of them is walk 10,000 steps a day. One of them is reduce sugar, things like that.
But I love sugar.
Spend some time outside every day. Take a 20-minute walk outside. So, and then he encourages you to not do all 5 under one pillar, but to try to build a balance of doing 2 of the things under each pillar, or doing 3 things under each of the pillars, and so that you're having finding balance. That's what the book's about. You should go watch Tara and Jolie's episode. It was really good. And then I'm continuing to reread Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's / Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. And I'm reading a chapter a week, and then the hubs and I are listening to Harry Potter and the Sacred Text podcast about that chapter.
Yeah.
I read the chapter last night so that I can listen to the next episode with the hubs today. And it's the episode. It's not the episode. It's the chapter where Harry gets the. Is it the Nimbus 2000 broom?
Oh yeah.
Is that what it's called? The Nimbus 2000?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's Nimbus 2000, then 2001, and then I think he gets the Firebolt.
Yeah. Anyway, it was funny because, and it always cracks me up in that chapter because Malfoy's like, "You're going to be in trouble now. First years aren't allowed to have the broom," and then which I can't remember which professor it is that is like, "Oh yes, Professor McGonagall told me all about this," and he's allowed to have it. It's funny.
I'm looking at my pattern.
Okay, and then I am reading the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I finished reading book 1 and really, really enjoyed it. And then I just got book 2 off. I had a hold on it at the library for the digital version of it. And I just got it, so I've just started reading book 2. I'm only maybe 5 or 6 chapters in. So I'm enjoying that. And then I also read part of the Tourist Trap mystery series by Lynn Cahoon. But I read books 2, 3, and 4 because they didn't have the digital copies of 1 or the ones after 4.
So you just jumped in the middle.
I did because
Mama.
each of them, it's all within the same, like, little town and same characters for the most part, but each of them can be read kind of as a standalone. It's not like, oh, here's a cliffhanger and you need to read the next book to find out what happened. So I read those. And that's everything reading-wise. So we should talk about watching. I watched a couple of Hallmark movies this week.
She did.
One of them is called Marrying Mr. Darcy, which was a sequel to... Is it Finding Mr. Darcy? Engaging Mr. Darcy? Something Mr. Darcy. And it was like a modern day twist on Pride and Prejudice, right?
With dogs.
Yes, they did have dogs. And then I watched Haley Dean Mysteries 2 + 2 = Murder. And the most amazing thing about this was, so Kelly Martin, who plays the lead in the Haley Dean Mysteries, and Chad Lowe.
That sounds right.
That sounds right. Who was in this movie that I just watched. This is the first time they have acted together in 20. Was it 20 or 25 years? 25? 25 years. I couldn't remember if you were in the room or Bubba was in the room. The Hubs was in the room. 25 years. They acted together in the brilliantly done Life Goes On TV series that had 4 seasons. And it had one of the main characters in it was a young man with Down syndrome. And my uncle, my dad's brother, Greg, had Down syndrome, so that was something that was like close to my heart. And so I remember watching it when it was first out, but then I had forgotten. Like I ended up rabbit trailing through IMDb as I was like looking up this stuff, and I had forgotten that they in Life Goes On really, really touched on the subject of HIV and AIDS when it was in the midst of this, everyone being scared of like, oh, how is it transmitted? And can you catch it just by casual contact and all this? And they really like talked about it and gave a real awareness to it in the midst of all of this confusion that was going on. So yeah, I had kind of forgotten about that happening in the show. So that was just really cool that they were acting together again after 25 years. Because when he came on the screen, I was like, wait, that's IMDb, and it was awesome. So there you go. We're also watching season 1 of Star Trek Discovery. Wow. I think we're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's got a different feel.
I don't know how I feel about... I'm like, why do we need to use the subtitles for the Klingons?
Because we don't have the universal translator yet.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I don't know. They made up the whole Klingon language, all the syntax and grammar and stuff, and so they just want to use it and make actors learn it so they sound intimidating.
Yeah, I don't like it because I like to knit while I'm watching, and so sometimes if I'm needing to focus on something on the knitting, but there's subtitles on the screen, that's a problem.
You can just guess what they're saying. Boo, humans, yay, Kalis, honor, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask the hubs how he's feeling about it. How are you feeling about it, bub?
Meh.
Oh, he feels meh about it.
I don't like Lorca.
Which one is that?
The captain.
Oh. Yeah,
He seems skeezy.
He does. I feel like he's going to be like... There's going to be...
The main villain.
I feel like there's going to be kind of some upheaval.
A problem.
We're
going to have a problem
with him later in the season or something. I guess we'll see. All right, you talk about the next couple things.
Oh, what? I'm in the middle of a row. We're watching season 3 of Supergirl. Supergirl's mother is alive. Erica Durant's Lois from Smallville.
Awesome.
Rain broke loose. I corrected your spelling.
What did I type?
Rain broke loose, just as Kara with a C. Rain broke loose just as Kara and Mon-El got back with the rock that's gonna fix everything.
But did I spell Mon-El right?
Yes.
See, I got something correct. I blame a lot of it, not necessarily the names, because usually I'm spelling them wrong, but I blame a lot of the misspellings or whatever on autocorrect, because most of the time I am using my iPad when we're watching the TV show, and I will just like type in on the show notes on my iPad, and it autocorrects things a lot more often than I like.
We're also watching season 6 of Elementary. I do not like Michael. Michael is a stalker. I don't like him. Michael is a stalker.
Are you trying to cheerleader this?
I want him to go away.
Okay.
Yeah. And Sherlock lost 6 hours because of his post-concussion syndrome, which caused him problems working for the NYPD.
Yeah, the captain, what's his name?
Thomas Gregson.
Yes, he was unhappy that Sherlock did not tell him about this.
And then our second episode, which we have yet to watch, was directed by John Lee Miller, the man himself.
Awesome. We probably won't be able to watch it tonight, so we'll probably watch it tomorrow.
I know the show.
I know. Okay, so we're watching season 3 of Colony. Snyder gave them up. I knew he was going to do that. He's a sneaky, conniving man.
Yes, but then at the end, I have a feeling he's going to turn back around.
Yeah.
Because
he's
he has human feelings.
What is it called?
A rat.
No, when a spy works for both sides.
Double agent.
He's going to be a triple agent. He's going to be like a
quadruple agent.
He's going to be like them and then us and then them and then us.
He's already been that the entire time.
Yes. And then, oh my gosh, Charlie was killed. Oh, heartbreaking. My mama heart hurt. And then the other Bowmans escape though. And then that's why the camp was deserted when, what's his name?
Broussard
and friend came into the camp.
And then Snyder found Charlie's body, so I think he's going to turn back around.
Yeah, I think he's going to feel guilty.
I hope he does.
Yeah, me too. Okay, and then I'm watching series 3 of Humans. Mia got her own flat to try to prove that humans and synths can coexist.
Is Mia the one played by Gemma Chan?
Possibly.
Like, is she the main one on the posters?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on, but let me consult my BFF IMDb because that's how it goes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom Goodman Hill.
Yes. There's lots of really cool.
Lots of British people,
including Colin Morgan.
Colin Morgan,
who you love.
I love that.
From Merlin. Merlin. Oh, we should rewatch that. That was such a good show.
We rewatched it before we went to Scotland.
Except for that final scene of the final episode. Remember how much I hated that?
It left it open-ended for Arthur to return.
I did not like it.
No, you didn't.
You can probably find that podcast episode where I rant about how much I did not like it. It made me angry. And then I'm watching season 4 of Good Witch. It was the winter dance, and there is a potential love interest for Abigail.
Winter? It's summer.
Not there.
Are they stay in the southern hemisphere?
No. There was a winter dance.
Okay.
And there's a potential love interest for Abigail. Listening to Sarah Bareilles' playlist that you made me, the Sarah B playlist. I love it. I've also been continuing to binge listen to my favorite murder podcast.
What's your favorite murder?
Well, I have like a hometown murder.
What's your favorite murder?
Oh, what's my favorite? I don't know. I don't know that I have a favorite one. I was actually talking to my friend Mel yesterday about this podcast because I was like, please don't think I'm insane because I'm listening to a podcast about murder. But we were talking about it, and I think for me as well as I think for the hosts of the podcast, it's not about that we like love murder. It's about wanting to like understand and know, like, the ones that bother me the most is when they're not able to find who did the crime, or there's not closure. I mean, or like justice has not been served. I love criminal dramas. I love procedurals. I love mysteries and thrillers. But for me, it's more about the whodunit aspect of it, and like, yeah. So it's not that I'm like interested in murder per se. It's about the journey and the story. The hosts of the podcast are just amazing storytellers. But there is a lot of language in it, so don't listen to it with your kids around. And there's obviously, as the title says, murder in it. So
most foul.
Yes. I'm really sad because they are coming back to Seattle later this year for a live show, and it's sold out.
Already?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm very sad because I would love to go. And Mel said she would go with me.
They might open up a couple more tickets.
I should
I'm
watch
assuming
that.
it's with STG Presents.
I can't remember who it's with.
Like at one of the Seattle Theater Group theaters.
Let me consult. Here, why don't you tell us about what you are what you're listening to?
I think I re-listened to all of Cabin Pressure.
Oh,
on accident.
That's fast. So yeah, they're at the Paramount Theater here in Seattle in October.
That's with STG.
They're also in Portland, but those are also sold out. The only place where tickets are available are in North Charleston, South Carolina, Los Angeles, California, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, okay.
So yes, I'm very sad. Oh, actually, they're with Ticketmaster.
No, STG Presents is the group of theaters that the Paramount is with.
Oh, okay.
Oh, $35. That's cheap.
$35.50 to $55.50.
That's cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I totally sit in the mezzanine.
Mez.
So I don't know. I don't know if they might open up some more tickets or add another show, because that would be awesome. Because I would love to go. I shouldn't talk about this until I explore some avenues of if it's a possibility. Stay tuned for a potential thing relating to my favorite murder. We'll see.
Are we done?
Well, but I was going to say, I'm not going to tell the story, but I did email them yesterday with my hometown murder.
But you don't need to tell it on
I'm not going to tell it on the podcast.
This is a family-friendly show.
It is.
Or at least it used to be.
It is murder. Yeah. So, okay, well, we have some along winners and a new along that has started, so we should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our March, April, May Sheepy Spring Owl, which is over.
Yes, it ended. So we locked the thread to draw for prize winners, but before that, I don't know.
Sniffing the tablecloth.
I don't know if she's sniffing the tablecloth or has just figured out that there's a ceiling fan.
Whoa.
Sorry, this cat gives us endless pleasure. Even when she's naughty.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, so, along ended, we locked the thread, but Dammy, before we tell the prize winners, would you tell us who finished projects in the final days of the Along?
Yes. Alchemy, Artist Girl, Banner Girl 229, Bead Weasel, Chiefy, Deodore 4, Falling Star 12, Philippa MC, Frymeister, Hazy Summers, K2P2 Mama, Knitter Chow, Lil Angel SG2, Luva 81, Mama Mia 64, Mona Moon, Moe's Crochet. That's in the wrong order. Oops. Oh well. My Rain Shadow, Panushka, Penny Gale, Verona Firehorse, Scrap Fair, Silver Luna 2112, Stitch by Moonlight, Tonya Twister, Yarnsmith Dory, and Yell Cat Shoe.
Great job, everybody. Okay, so Dammy, we have prize winners.
Yeah.
So, if you are a winner of one of these prizes, all of them except for one is our actual physical prizes that we're going to ship out to you in the post. So if you're one of the winners, I need you to just send me Java Pearl on Ravelry, your full name and mailing address, so that I can get it out to you. If you're the winner of the digital pattern, I just need you to let me know that you watched this and saw this, and then I will make sure the pattern is gifted to you. You will have 30 days from the day this podcast goes live to claim your prize, or you forfeit it.
So
and then,
June 37th.
Sure. And I usually give you a day or two of grace as well. So, but 30 days to claim your prize, or you forfeit it, and then we reserve the right to use it in another prize in another owl or something. So, okay. So, Dammy, why don't I say what the prize is, and you tell us who won?
Okay.
All right. And we'd like to say thank you to all the people who donated these prizes. Thank you so much for donating them. Y'all are amazing. We love you. Okay, first up, we have a project bag that was donated by Wendy, the Yarn Mom, and the winner is
385 Twisting Pearls.
Congrats, Twisting Pearls. We have yarn from Kathy, who is Knitter Chow, and the winner is
433 Auntie Knits-a-Lot.
Congrats, Auntie Knits-a-Lot. We have a shawl pin also from Kathy, Knitter Chow, and the winner is
279 Little Angel SG2.
Congrats, Little Angel SG2. We have a butterfly needle case by Grace's Cases with a set of interchangeable Knitter's Pride Nova Platina needles in it. This is an awesome prize. This was donated by Rhonda, who is Dueling Needles, and the winner is
229 Scrap Fair.
Congrats, Scrap Fair. We have a sheep project bag by You So and So, which was also donated by Rhonda, who is Dueling Needles, and the winner is
247 DG White.
Congrats, DG White. And finally, we have the linen butterflies cardigan pattern from and designed by Monique, who is Windswept Monique, and the winner of that is
554 Silver Luna 2112.
Congrats, Silver Luna 2112. So again, the winners are Twisting Pearls, Auntie Knits-a-Lot, Lil Angel SG2, Scrap Fair, DG White, and Silver Luna 2112. So everyone except Silver Luna 2112, I need your full name and mailing address so that we can get your prize posted out. Silver Luna 2112, just let me know that you saw this, and I will have Monique gift your pattern prize to you. So again, thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We appreciate it, and thanks to everybody for participating in this along. Since it's ended, we have a new one that has started. So let's talk about it. And now it's time for the... Don't you say the months?
June, July, August.
We've forgotten how to do this because it's been a year. Let's start that again. And now it's time for the...
June, July, August.
Summertime and the living is easy.
Ow.
Hi,
Pink.
That's not how you normally do it.
Oh.
Hi, Pink, have you come to make up with us since you got in trouble?
Mm-hmm. Someone was scratching the wall.
Sometimes kitties are naughty.
Yeah.
Oh, she's telling us she's sorry.
Are you sorry?
Are you sorry?
Or do you just want someone to play with you?
Oh, there you go. Why don't you curl up on the couch and take a night-night nap? There you go.
She's looking at her ball.
Yeah.
Now go to sleep.
Oh, no.
Go to sleep.
She likes to sleep on the ottoman.
And she sometimes sleeps in that part there.
In that
no
corner
one's
there.
Sitting there.
Oh my gosh.
Or on your project bag.
On my project bag. But did you see the picture I posted of her yesterday where she was actually like sitting like a human on the couch? It was so funny. She's hysterical.
Anyway, this owl.
Sorry. It started on the 1st of June and it runs through the 31st of August. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to summer. How might I do that, Dammy?
You can do that by your project's color, colorway name, purpose, pattern, pattern name, design element, or if you can't think of anything else, you made it in the summer, unless you live in the southern hemisphere, but we forgive you.
Yes. So, we're very cheater-friendly on how you relate it to the summer. What we are not
it when you're creative.
Yes, it is fun when you're creative. What we are not cheater friendly on is the fact that no whips are allowed, so you have to start your project no earlier than the 1st of June and finish it by the 31st of August. She is laying on the ottoman and she had her paw out. And
she reached forward like she was gonna touch my foot.
Like she was gonna touch my, because I've got my foot kind of up on the edge.
Ooh.
And I touched her with my toes, and she's
like, "How dare you?
How dare you touch the royal paw?"
Yeah, she has the royal paw, and I kiss it at least 3 times a day.
Yes. The other thing we are not cheer-friendly on is the fact that every project has to be at least 20 yards, 18.3 meters, or if it's not, it needs to be grouped with other projects that total at least 20 yards, 18.3 meters. So every project you finish and post in the FO thread is 1 entry into the giveaways, unless it's a project that uses less than 20 yards, 18.3 meters. In that case, you group it with other projects, and those projects grouped together in 1 post in the FO thread is 1 entry into the giveaways.
Yes.
If you have questions on that, feel free to PM us or post in the chatter thread. We're happy to help you figure that out. Feel free to polydip in other... Oh, she did get me. Hi, baby. Sorry.
She's like, stop talking.
Sorry, it startled me. Because I was looking at the screen.
I don't care.
Are you ready for us to be done podcasting so that you can sleep in peace? I thought so. Feel free to polydip in other owls as long as it fits in the rule with the rules. We have lots of lovely prizes that we're going to talk about in detail here in a second. A huge thank you to everyone who has donated a prize. If you would like to donate a prize, you can PM me, Java Pearl, on Ravelry, or email us at
geekygirlsknit@gmail.com.
Yes, and we have a new prize to talk about because somebody did donate a new one. Okay, so we're on the screen right now, you're seeing all of the prizes. If you'd like to know more about them in detail, or want links to the shops or whatever, you can go to
geekygirlsknit.com.
And there's pictures and links there. We talk about the prizes in detail on the first podcast of every month. So that is this podcast. So we're going to talk about the prizes. So first up is a copy of the Slider Gloves pattern from and designed by Natalie, who is NC Deanda on Ravelry. Plus, she's also giving y'all a coupon code for 10% off any size order valid from the 1st of June to the 31st of August in her Etsy shop, which is NCD Knits. And the code is all capital letters, GGK10, Summer 18. So that's Geeky Girls Knit, 10% off, Summer 2018. So all capital letters, GGK10, Summer 18. What's the next prize, Dammy?
The next prize is a Summer Nights bag, Notions pouch, and DPN needle holder by Bags by Awesome Granny, donated by Rhonda, who is dueling needles.
Then we have a set of Hocus Pocus badges and a set of Practical Magic stitch markers made and donated by Julia, who is Nimrus on Ravelry of Pandia's Jewels.
We have this sweater with Kathleen Dames, Year 1 book from Kathleen, who is Pearly, and 1 set of Hocus Pocus badges from Julia Nimrus.
We have a skein of Audine wools by Knit Crate Yarn in the Red Rock colorway, donated by Knit Crate, and a set of Hocus Pocus badges, again from Julia, who's Nimrus.
A TARDIS pouch with Shakespeare stitch markers from Georgianne, who is Stitching Plaza.
A Ginger Twist Studio needle gauge, Nessie stitch marker, and 15 grams of Hilltop Cloud silk hankies.
And our last one, which is a new prize, is the Rib Magazine #1 patina from Sarah, who is S-Keeling.
Yes. And it has, it's the physical magazine, but it also has the digital download code in it. So that's cool. So again, thank you to everyone who has donated prizes for the Along. We really appreciate your support. And check out... Oh.
Give me your phone.
Oh. She's holding hands with me, except for we're holding feet.
Technically, all of her paws are feet.
Oh.
Okay.
I will post it on the Instagram. Do y'all want to see? See if you can show them.
Hands.
Oh.
Touching feet. Touching hands. Touching me. Touching you.
Oh, I love you, Pinky Pearl. Sweet baby.
She's probably just like...
I forgot what I was saying. We're thanking everybody.
I think you said thank you. You must be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group, and I think you were about to say the hashtag.
Okay, so yes, you have to be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry to participate. The social media hashtag is hashtag GGK Summertime 18. We will lock the FO thread the morning of the 1st of September, and winners will be drawn on the next podcast after that. You'll have 30 days to claim your prize if you are a winner. Or you forfeit it. There is a chatter thread on Ravelry where you can talk about what you're working on, ask questions if you have them, and support each other. But also, Dammy gives a shout out there to everyone who finishes the project. So, Dammy, who has already finished a project in this?
A project or more.
In this along that has only been going for 6 days now.
D Door 4, Frymeister, Silver Luna 2112, and VT Kimmy Kim.
Great job, everybody. So get those projects going, and we're excited to see what you finish. I always love scrolling through the FO thread, and quite often there's patterns that end up going into my queue, or yarn that ends up being on my, oh my gosh, I want yarn from that company list. All right, well, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
So, Dammy, this week's question is for you. It's a two-part question from Joan, who is Lollipop1956 from New York, and she asks, you want me to ask the first question and then
Sure.
you answer?
Sure.
Okay. So, is that a tattoo on Dammy's left wrist? If so, what is it?
So when this question was asked in the most recent podcast episode, I had, like before we recorded, I had gotten bored and drawn with ballpoint pen on my veins. So I just traced my veins a bit because I was bored and had nothing else to do. But I keep a pen in my back pocket for work because I'm a server, and then I write down what people want to eat. So I get inked pretty much every day.
And you draw on yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
Last week it was a heart.
With a Sharpie.
Yes. However,
And it's all gone now.
Yes. However, I am not opposed to you getting tattoos. I mean, what can I say? I have 4.
Oh, you heathen.
I have Shalom right there. I have the dandelion that leads into the 5 birds. I have Grace. And I have, it's really hard to show these. It doesn't matter what I'm knitting. I'm just knitting to knit.
You're
but
the
if
one
you
who just put them on your arm.
turn it upside down, it says Pearl. I've shown them on podcast before, and photos as well. And on my Instagram and everything. So I'm not opposed to you getting a tattoo. My only thing would be really, really think about it, because it's something that's going to be permanently on your body, and you need to make sure that it's something that you want, and it's not just I'm going to get a tattoo. So, like, I didn't get my first tattoo until I was, like 31 or something.
I don't even know if I want a tattoo.
I know, I was saying I'm not opposed to that. I'm also not opposed to getting piercings. I mean, obviously I've got a nose ring, and so, but yeah, just think about it and don't do it on a whim. That would be my advice to everyone out there.
One of the girls at work has really cute tattoos. She's got one that says ashes to ashes. She's got one on her right shoulder that's a pretty fern. And then she's got one above her knees that are bees. So she's got the bee's knees. It's so cute.
That's adorable.
I want some bee's knees, but I don't want to copy her.
That is really cute. That's really cute. I thought I was done with 4, but I'm kind of wanting one on my foot.
On your foot?
On my foot.
But you've got a cat paw on your foot. Get a cat paw on your foot.
I could get Pink's paw print
with
on my
toe
foot.
beans.
That would be adorable.
Oh.
She's so
How
sweet.
how could we get her to get her paw print though?
Well, you would have to just
Stick her foot in some
is it
non-toxic ink and
ink or paint, and then do it down, and then wash her foot off.
so she doesn't ingest.
I mean, it's like what you do with like babies when you get their like footprints or handprints.
Yes, but babies don't lick their feet. At least I don't think they can.
But that's why you use non-toxic and you clean her paw afterwards. Okay, let me ask the second part of the question. Okay, are we done with tattoos? Okay. Second part of the question, which you actually answered last week, but we'll do it again. Is Dammy going to college, and if so, where?
I have a helpful aid for this. I'm going to Seattle Pacific University.
Starting in September?
Mid-September.
Yes, and
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Terrified all at the same time.
I'm excited for you, but I'm also sad
You're also
for me.
sad, and you're counting down.
I am. Let's see let's just look. Let's look and see. Dammy leaves her college. Oh, come on, why are you not swiping? There we go. In 105 days.
I need to, once I get like my roommate assignment and room assignment, I need to decide what art I'm taking with me to decorate.
Well, you've also got to get things like bed linens and towels.
I
and
know,
things
but
like
art
that.
is more important.
Oh, okay. Because I did ask you if you were going to take all the stuff on your walls with you.
Not all of it.
She keeps lifting her paw off my foot and then setting it back down.
She's got one of her claws out, I think.
She's like, Mama, I'm trying to get your attention. Why won't you stop talking? We have to do the podcast meeting.
Pet me.
She's asleep.
Pet me.
So, Joan, I think we answered your question.
Yes.
Yes. So, thank you for asking. If somebody's got a question for us, what should they do, Dammy?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. And we made it to the end of the show. Yay! With only
about 15 cat interruptions.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
She's still sitting there, paw on foot.
Yes, and she's asleep, which is adorable.
Pay attention.
Adorable. So I don't think we have any announcements.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, Friday night. I'm so excited. Yeah.
And we will have posts on social medias about our experiences.
And they'll have some merch, so I'm gonna get at least one thing.
Oh,
because
awesome.
I've got money to get at least one thing.
Okay. I'm really excited.
And I'm taking my Playbill home, and hopefully some people will come out of stage door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited to be going with you. It's fun. I'm excited.
Sorry, it's not a matinee because I work on the matinee days.
No, it's fine. No, I'm excited to be able to do some stuff with you like this in our last summer together before you go to school.
You make it sound like I'm gonna die.
No, but I mean, like from now on, it's going to be different. I mean, even if you come home for the summer, it'll be different than the fact that you are like right now. It'll be different.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're going to make do. I'm going to cry. I will. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So. Gosh, she keeps lifting her paw off it. I'm afraid she's like going to claw me in her sleep. I can't move. I guess I'm stuck here for the rest of the day. Okay. Dammy, we would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports the podcast, however you do it. But a big thank you, especially those who support us financially, because it costs money to podcast, including to like send out prizes from the along that just finished. So thank you so much to everybody who supports the podcast. If you would like to support us financially, there's 3 ways you can do that. The first is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives, and you get rewards back based on the level that you donate at. I will be doing Patreon prizes, rewards, they're not prizes. I will be doing Patreon rewards tomorrow. So if you are expecting something, if it's that time of the whatever year or whatever cycle, whatever, for you to get a reward, I'll be working on those tomorrow. What is another way, Tammy? Oh, wait, where, if you're interested in signing up for that or wanting more info, they can go to?
Patreon.com/geekygirlsnet.
Yes. So what's another way, Tammy?
There is a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
And we are Amazon.com, .co.uk, and .ca affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you click through our website first before you shop, Amazon will give us a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you would be doing anyway. You can find links to all that, and also, Dammy, I don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden I cannot get these things that I have been saying for years correct. Because our 6th anniversary is coming up in August. Dammy, why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsnet.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. And with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Enjoy the summer. If you are, I posted about this on Instagram yesterday, if you are somewhere like Texas or Louisiana or other places like that where it's extremely hot and humid, make sure you stay hydrated, because it's very important that you stay hydrated. You don't want to have a heat stroke or something like that. Pass out because of the heat. I've done that. Don't do that. So stay hydrated. Carry your water bottle with you. Plenty of fluids. Sunscreen. Hat. Something. Don't get burned. It's painful. Okay. That's CC's advice corner for this episode. All right. Happy knitting. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye.
Bye. Hello. Hello, caterpillar.
What's it doing, baby? Does it want some Betty Wubs?
Hello.
Oh, Dammy, give you Betty Wubs.
Oh, she's glaring at me.
Betty Wubs. Oh, you like Betty Wubs?
Yeah.
Does she still have a water goatee?
No,
I mean, water mustache?
no, it's a goatee. She
What's
doesn't
goatee?
have it anymore. Oh, the belly. Don't turn away from me. Come back.
You need your 15 minutes of fame, baby.
45 seconds of fame.
45 seconds of fame. Yeah, because you measure it in cat years.